Hey guys, Kevin Shaw here, Editor-in-Chief of the Watercraft Journal. Earlier this week, Kawasaki Motor Group USA welcomed all of its American and Canadian dealers under one roof, which was a first for the company ever, at the Phoenix, Arizona dealer meeting to introduce the 2024 lineup of motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and jet skis.
The Kawasaki jet ski actually started with the concept of liberating the water skier from being tethered to a boat. Once we gave water skiers complete control of their own power, they didn't have to rely on anyone else to have fun. Jet ski became so popular and so cool, we created an industry simply known as jet ski. We've been at this for over 50 years now, and one thing has been consistent from the very start. When you're on a jet ski, you are having a good time. And now, there will be an all-new way to have high-performance fun on the water. The new jet ski Ultra 160 LXS Angler was built off the platform of the Ultra 160, which has become popular for its long-range comfort and capacity. Now with fishing-focused features, there's a more exhilarating way to fish that only a jet ski can provide. The Angler has been equipped with premium fishing essentials, including a 7-inch Garmin chart plotter with navigation and fish finding features, 58-quart Orca cooler, fishing rod holders, and a fishing bench seat. Proving that this is truly a jet ski, extra time and effort went into the design of the auxiliary flotation to increase stability without sacrificing high performance capability. Fishing just got a whole lot more fun.
While at the Watercraft Journal, we've already let the cat out of the bag in regards to the 2025 Ultra 160 LXS Angler, the fishing ski. There was much more information that was shared to everyone at this date, and although some of it hasn't been released officially, I thought we'd go over it here and just give you guys some heads up. So right out of the gate, Kawasaki Motor Group USA President Igo Konya, he placed a lot of emphasis on Kawasaki's current market share in the different categories that it's in. And currently, Kawasaki continues to be the clear winner for motorcycles, whether it's sport bike, street bike, or off-road. They have over 50% in total market share. They're just totally dominating. But what they really wanted to put an emphasis on were the other markets. Most specifically, they wanted to increase its foothold in the PWC market and side-by-side market. And because of that, Konya vowed to double the brand's production numbers and its sales by 2030. He called it his double-double plan. And as many of you guys already know, Kawasaki is really, really behind when it comes to personal watercraft sales, especially in comparison to Yamaha and, of course, Sea-Doo. And right now, they're looking at a 3% market share that they want to up to 6%, and they want to get that done by 2030, which is only about 6 years away. Bob O'Brien is the director of marketing for Kawasaki Motor Corp USA, and Bob stepped in. He stated that Kawasaki will be cutting the MSRPs on the ATVs and side-by-sides by $2,000 to $3,000 respectively, and that's by model. And there's going to be more detail on that through Kawasaki. I don't have the hard and fast numbers on those, but he did say they were looking at like a $3,000 cut for a lot of the side-by-sides. But they didn't say anything in regards to jet ski prices. So I presume there'll be cuts to jet ski prices. There might be rebates, but that's speculation on my end. There was nothing announced publicly in regards to that. But Mike Boyle, president of Kawasaki Motor Manufacturing, he jumped in and he did announce that watercraft production was going to be doubled very shortly. So how are they going to do that? Announced early last year, Kawasaki opened a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Monterrey, Mexico. Many of you guys might remember that. Together with a massive refurbishment and retooling of the Lincoln, Nebraska site, means that they radically increased automation. They have less people who are in the process or in the manufacturing process. It's more automated, it's more machine. And that means that there's less time per unit on the assembly line. It just goes faster. And with that, Boyle didn't say or specify which models were specifically going to Monterey. In fact, he said kind of the opposite. What he did say was that both Lincoln and Monterey were going to be able to handle everything, all the models, simultaneously.
We've taken decades of production experience and best practices from around the globe and are now applying them in Monterey. We're installing new types of automation and 100 robot cells. Engineers from Japan and Lincoln are assisting Monterey staff to install, prove out the systems, and get production running. Over the years, Lincoln has built the majority of Kawasaki's jet skis and four-wheelers. Starting over 1 year ago, Monterey staff have been training and working alongside our employees in Lincoln. It's easy to teach somebody to copy what you do. However, the Monterey staff are learning the detailed tribal knowledge necessary to understand why they are doing what they do and how their actions and decisions affect the performance and quality of our products. So when a Kawasaki four-wheeler or jet ski shows up at your dealership, no matter where they were built, you won't notice any difference. I'm happy to announce that on June 8th, 2023, the first Monterey product, a 2024 STX 160LX jet ski, came off the assembly line. And every day moving forward, we're adding more models and increasing production output. I'm a manufacturing guy. I believe I have the best job in the world. The men and women in Lincoln and Monterey get to work on cool, state-of-the-art machines that build our tough, dependable, and fun-to-ride products. For manufacturing people, we can't ask for more than that. On behalf of our Lincoln and Monterey employees, I'll close by saying a big thank you to everyone here, especially to Kawasaki dealers. You guys are on the front lines with our customers and moving Kawasaki products every day. Because of your hard work, our manufacturing plants and thousands of employees are kept busy. We are grateful for everything you do. So thank you, and let the good times roll.
Thus far, Kawasaki's pushed its product line closer to its goal by expanding the STX line from a single unit to 3. That's the STX 160, 160X, and the 160 LX. They've doubled the standard Ultra to 3 units, the Ultra 160 LXS, the 160 LX, and now the 160 LXS Angler fishing ski. And of course, they have the Ultra 310 go from 2 units to 3, and that's the X, the LXS, and the LX. Now, opening up the jet ski to 4 times the market, particularly when it comes to naturally aspirated offerings, is a strong leap in the right direction. Obviously, many of us were hoping to see more performance-bred models, like the long-awaited 310R and the long-overdue STX 310R jet ski. And frankly, word on those is a little bit mum. They were very tight-lipped about what was going to happen with those machines. On paper, it makes much more sense to go after the entry and mid-range offerings, especially before you jump into a top-of-the-line, top-tier performance model that, quite frankly, is going to appeal to a far smaller audience. I know that sounds crazy. A lot of us guys are the performance guys, so we're like, absolutely, I want an STX 310R. Where can I get one? But the reality is the majority of people who buy units are going to buy naturally aspirated. They're going to buy more luxury. That's just kind of how things are right now. But that is to say, don't be discouraged, because Kawasaki isn't going soft either. There's actually something really cool. During the dealer meeting, they actually teased the world's first supercharged side-by-side. It was a very short little tease, and it might be something that they leak out later, but it's something I don't have that I can't tease out. But what that could mean is a supercharged 2-cylinder Terex, or it could mean a ridiculously overpowered supercharged 4-cylinder 4-door Terex that is using the H2R engine, which makes 300 horse. If that actually happens and we see the H2R engine show up in the Terex, that means that the H2R engine is not far away from jet ski. When they start to disseminate that engine through a lot more models, that means that cost of production goes down, and now they can put it in a lot of different stuff. And that's really exciting news. So all that basically means that there's a lot left in the tank for Kawasaki. Frankly, I'm really excited to see what's happening. I'm looking forward to what they got coming up, but it's going to be more like 2026, 2027, and 2028 before we see any of these models come to fruition. Hopefully that doesn't bum you guys out. Hopefully this is something to get you all stoked and excited about. I'm stoked on it. So hopefully all of this week's reveals of the Angler and this video are a little encouraging, and hopefully we can see the market pick right back up. I love to see more competition. I would love to see Kawasaki back in the race again, and I think what they showed us this week is evidence of it.